Next point is happy people think well. That'll be our next point. Happy people think well. The power of your thinking is the most powerful, is more powerful than anything that can happen to you. The power of your thinking is more powerful than anything that can happen to you. That's a quote from Henry Cloud. Let's talk first of all about your thinking patterns. How are your thinking patterns? Did you know that your thinking patterns create traffic patterns in your life? In Beijing, we have a lot of different traffic patterns, and it can be very congested. People going this way and that, and a lot of people don't really follow the rules. They just go whatever they feel like going. And so your thinking can also cause traffic patterns. And it's the things in your life, the things you do or don't do, that cause these patterns. We are wired to negotiate life based on our thinking patterns. It's like a GPS navigation system in your car. When you're wondering what to do next, your software inside tells you exactly what to do. But what if you have a bad code in your software? Well, we have negative thinking patterns in our brains that result in the bad traffic patterns in our lives, much like the Beijing traffic patterns we see. Our thinking affects our moods, our anxiety levels, our performance, and ultimately our well-being. Why is that? It's because our thinking and belief systems were designed to drive our lives that way. The closer our thinking and belief patterns are to reality and following the truth, the happier we will be. Successful, happy people are not overcome by circumstances and losses, but instead overcome them by thinking in ways that higher truth and reality tells us to think. Things like hope, faith, and love. Things that will never disappoint. The world will tell you that you are not desirable, that no one will ever want to be with you. We don't have to listen to the lies of the world, and instead let our hearts and minds be transformed by things such as mercy, truth, and love. Here are some tips in getting started. Again, happy people think thoughts that help them be happy. First of all, tips for developing positive thought patterns. Avoid all or nothing thinking. All or nothing thinking. What is that? Well, it's like you're taking a test and you don't think you did well. Oh, I ruined that test. I'm surely going to fail. I'm going to get a 0 on that test. I won't do it. I'll get an F. Or, oh, well, I think I aced it. I know I did. Well, that's all or nothing. Either I got 100% or I got a 0. All or nothing thinking. It's probably more or less in between that, right? It's just somewhere in the middle ground. If you studied hard, hopefully you'll get a A or maybe a B, or hopefully not worse than a C, right? Watch the negative thoughts in your life. Watch out for them. Avoid catastrophic thinking. What is that? Catastrophic thinking is you always think the worst of every situation. I failed that test, so I'm doomed forever. I will never get a job. I'll never be able to make money. Whatever. That's catastrophic thinking. Avoid that. Have peace. Be more balanced in your thinking. Do not overgeneralize from one instance to all. Well, I messed up. I didn't do well in sports today, in basketball, so I'm never going to be good at basketball. Don't overgeneralize from that. See both sides of the situation in your thought patterns. So try to look at things from other perspectives and not just your own. Try to get away, have more, people call this the lack of an observing ego. People can't see themselves or see outside themselves. So try to see things from other perspectives. My community is bigger than the negative. Realize that my community, and we talked about this, my safe community, that is the vertical and the horizontal, right? My connection with heaven and with the community at large around me will give me the support to to be able to overcome these negative thought patterns.